All rise to the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilman Alvarez,
Present.
Councilman Cypress,
Here.
Councilman Larka, absent. Councilman O'Connor, absent. Supervisor Hay.
Here. Notations of the exits in the front, rear, and electronic device. Please put it on vibrate. Okay, let me get my glasses. Okay, first item on the agenda this evening is a public hearing, amend Chapter 126 of the Town Code Taxation, 126-15 and 126-16, and waive the rules to read the notice? Not to read the notice?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, that's, what's on the agenda this evening is for the fire department. They're entitled to some tax rebate, to repeal the capital level of the exemption, and then we have the option of 2, 3, 4, and 5 years. So at this point in time, I make a motion to go into the public hearing.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Is there anyone here this evening to speak to the item on the agenda this evening? Seeing no hands raised, I will make a motion to close the public hearing before someone says yes or whatever. This is a matter of time is of the essence. It has to be to the town assessor by March 1st, and it only gives enough time to pass this evening, get it to her, and hopefully have it take effect ASAP. Okay, I made the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Make a motion to go into the regular meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Ooh, I waive the reading of the correspondence.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You have the
The
numbers?
numbers?
They signed it on
Oh,
there.
it's right here.
I had to change my agenda. Okay. Approve of the voucher list, $3,421,492.82.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Waive the reading of the budget transfers.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Setting in the meeting, meeting dates and public hearings. All meetings be held at 1360 Route 22, Brewster, New York, at 7 p.m. unless otherwise noted. Thursday, March 9, 2023, and Thursday, March 30th, 2023. So moved.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Okay. Item number 5, a resolution, Town Park Beach Passes for the Brewster Volunteer Fire Department, Brewster Southeast Joint Fire District members. Now therefore be resolved that the Town of Southeast will offer volunteer members of the Brewster Fire Department, Brewster Southeast Joint Fire District in good standing, a family seasonal park permit to allow use of and access to the town beach at Tenetta Lake, located at 140 Pump House Road, at no cost. And be further resolved that such family permit shall be issued annually and shall be at no cost to the Town of Southeast resident who can demonstrate through competent proof that he or she is a volunteer member of the Brewster Fire Department, Brewster Southeast Joint Fire District, in good standing. And be further resolved, this resolution shall take effect immediately.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Number 6, it's a resolution, amend Chapter 126 of the Town Code, Taxation, Article 1, Senior Citizen Tax Exemption, Section 126-1, A, B, and C, in accordance with recent amendments to Real Property Tax Law Number 467, to increase the income limits for eligible seniors over a 3-year period.
Second.
Well, I'll just read the resolve quickly. Okay, resolved that the Town Board of Town Southeast hereby adopts local law number 1 of 2023 pursuant to municipal home rule, amending Chapter 126 of the Town Code Taxation, Article 1, Senior Citizen Tax Exemption, Section 126-1, A, B, and C, as to increase the income limits for eligible seniors over a 3-year period. It be further resolved that the town clerk be and is hereby authorized and directed to enter said local law in the minutes of this meeting and give due notice of the adoption of said local law by filing such with the Secretary of State of New York within the time required by law. So moved.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Number 7, it's a resolution to amend Chapter 126 of the Town Code Taxation, Article 5, exemption for disabled persons with limited incomes, number 126-10 and 12611, in accordance with recent amendments to Real Property Tax Law 459-C, to increase the eligible income limits for disabled persons over a 3-year period. Now therefore be resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Southeast hereby adopts local law number 1 of 2023 pursuant to Municipal Home Rule Law, amending Chapter 126 of the Town Code Taxation, Article 5, exemption for disabled persons with limited incomes, Section 126-10, 126-11, to increase the limits for eligible disabled persons over a 3-year period, and be further resolved that the town clerk be and is hereby authorized and directed to enter said local law in the minutes of this meeting and give due notice of the adoption of said local law by filing such with the Secretary of State within the required law. Will, do you have a comment on that?
I'm sorry?
I thought you might have said something.
No, I
Oh,
was just discussing
okay.
something with the town clerk.
So move for discussion.
Excuse me.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 8. Resolution to appoint Everblue Lakes to conduct a watershed assessment remediation plan for Tennant Lake. Now therefore be resolved that the town contract with Everblue Lakes for an amount not to exceed $8,450 to conduct a study and work with the town and the Tennant Lake Advisory Board to address and improve the quality of Lake Tenetta, and be further resolved that this resolution shall take effect immediately. So move for discussion.
Second.
Let's do discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 9. Resolution to appoint members of following Brewster Library Board seats. Now, what's happened over the past, I guess, 2 years, the library board has been appointing members to the board. They have come up and actually waived, signed the book, but never notified the town. So now we're playing catch-up by doing the appointments this evening. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Southeast hereby confirms and appoints of the following members to the Brewster Public Library Board. Kathleen Catalano, term to expire 12/31/24. Kathleen O'Sullivan, term to expire 12/31/26. Kapil Gupta, close, term to expire 12/31/23. And George Joyner, term to expire 12/31/27, and be further resolved that these appointments shall take effect immediately, as all the members have previously taken and filed the appropriate oath of office with the town clerk of the town of Southeast. So move for discussion.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Number 10, Parkview B&G LLC versus the assessor, settlement of proceedings. Now therefore be resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Southeast does hereby accept the recommendations of its professional advisors and authorizes the town attorney to execute a stipulation of settlement, consent judgment, and/or order on consent in accordance with said recommendation for the following. Petitioner, Parkview B&G LLC, tax ID 67.34-2-4.2, year 2022, assessment $1 million, settled assessment $700,000, and that such settled assessment shall remain static for the 2023 assessment roll, and be further resolved that the town attorney is hereby authorized and directed to execute any and all stipulation, consent orders, or other documents necessary to reflect the foregoing settlement, and be further resolved that all action taken by the town attorney and the assessor in resolving this litigation to the point are hereby ratified and confirmed by this board non-pro tem. So move for discussion.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, next, I'm going to make a motion to waive the rules. Now, wait a second.
You did that already.
No.
No, he didn't do the rules, but the library's on
Yeah,
there twice.
how did that get on there twice? Huh, okay, well, these are kind of last minute things, so I got screwed up. Okay, so we don't, let's see, this,
I thought I had corrected that.
Okay.
The second one has the corrected date,
Right.
but the first one doesn't.
Is that what
Right,
happened?
Right, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Which is.
Okay, so just
yeah,
use
we
the
got
second
it.
one,
We got it, I got it.
and I'm going to stick with the numbers here so we don't get really confused. Is that good, or you want to change them as we go?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I got to get rid of this one.
So we're technically up to number 13.
Well, he's got to do 11.
Okay, you know what, let's change them now. So 13 becomes 12. 13, 14, 15. This is a bad week. We got a couple of last-minute entries, and I got confused. 12. Taxation.
Actually, just take 12 out of it.
Exactly. You don't have to change the numbers, it
No?
doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
All agree with that?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so 13.
You got to do 11 still, right? We
You have
did
to-
wait.
you have to
Motion,
vote on the
oh yeah,
motion.
okay. Motion to waive the rules.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Now, the purpose of that is because time is of the essence that we have to move that forward this evening. Now therefore be resolved, the Town Board of Southeast hereby adopts local law number 3 of 2023 pursuant to the municipal home rule amending chapter 126 of the Town Code Taxation, Article 6, Volunteer Fire and Emergency Services, Section 126-15 and 126-16 to provide a partial tax exemption to bona fide members of the Brewster Volunteer Fire Department and the Brewster Volunteer Ambulance Service demonstrated a specific number of years, in this case it will be 2 years of service, and to repeal the cap on the level exemption. And be further resolved that the town clerk be and is hereby authorized and directed to enter said local law in the minutes of this meeting and give due notice of the adoption of said local law by filing such with the Secretary of State within the required time. So move for discussion.
Second?
And
Just-
again, we had comment,
Yeah, just quick, so specified number of years is going to get changed?
cha-
to
yeah,
2?
no, I said 2.
Yep, okay.
It's not there,
In the actual form that gets filed with the state, there will be, it currently is 5, so we're going to change that
To
5 to 2.
Great.
and we read in the resolution accordingly.
So I seconded.
Okay? Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay,
Well deserved.
it was your comments that helped that along. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, number 14, resolution landscape contract award. Now therefore be resolved that the Town Board of Town of Southeast hereby accept the petition or proposal of Latia Contractors and Landscaping, Inc., 240 North Highland Avenue, P.O. Box 1157, Austin, New York, 10562, and hereby authorize the supervisor to execute a contract with Latia Contractors and Landscaping, Inc., for such services for a 3-year term as set forth in the proposal submitted. And be further resolved that this resolution shall take effect immediately. So move for discussion.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 15. Okay, life storage establishment performance bond. Now therefore be resolved that the bond amount shall be established for the project set forth below. Project name, life storage amended site plan, bond amount, site improvements, $229,000. Soil and erosion, $23,700. And be further resolved that the certified copy of this resolution shall be transmitted by the town clerk to the planning board secretary forthwith. So move for discussion.
Second?
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 16, State Line Retail Restaurant Depot, 3685 Denver Road, release of erosion and sediment control bond, establishment of landscape and stormwater maintenance bonds. Now therefore be resolved that the erosion and sediment control bond shall be released, and a landscape bond and stormwater maintenance bond shall be established for the project set forth below. Project name, State Line Retail, erosion and sediment control, bond amount $66,200, reduced to 0. State Line Retail Restaurant, landscape bond 2 years, $35,000. State Line Retail Restaurant Depot, stormwater management bond for 4 years, $49,100. And be further resolved that upon posting of the aforementioned maintenance bonds, the town clerk shall be and is hereby is duly authorized to cancel and return the erosion and sediment control bond heretofore established in connection with this project, and be further resolved that a certified copy of this resolution shall be transmitted by the town clerk to the planning board secretary and building inspector forthwith. So move for discussion?
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Number 17 is the supervisor's report. Very early in the process this year. Ron is working on the year-end for 2022, and hopefully have some numbers for next month. And at this point, there's not a lot to report. Like I said, it's only the beginning of the second month of the year. Okay. Public comment? Seeing none. Town board comment? Seeing none. I'll entertain a motion.
Make a motion, we close tonight's meeting?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you all for coming.